kid in Walmart. Beat a kid in Walmart. Don't forget to beat a kid in Walmart. What is it? Who says that again? Who says that again?
Beat a kid in Walmart. Beat a kid in Walmart. Nope, done. Thank you.
Yeah, but why should I beat a kid in Walmart?
You are morally obligated to beat a kid in Walmart.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, it's a moral thing. Okay. Anyway, let's get the show started.
Rich and famous. Rich and famous. Rich and famous. Rich and famous. Great. Rich and famous. Rich and famous.
Now we're
America
talking.
sucks. Rich and famous. Rich and famous. America sucks. So let me explain something to you. America sucks. Great.
Wow.
Rich and famous. Rich and famous. Can you feel the world getting better? Great. Female pleasure. America sucks. Great. America sucks. Great. America sucks. So let me explain something to you. So let me explain something to you. So let me explain something to you. So let me explain something. So let me explain something to you. Something to you.
Wow. Good tune there by Benny and the Pepinos. Good tune. Good tune by Benny and the Pepinos. Who is Ben Shapiro? Who is this Ben Shapiro character? I only know Benny Pepino. Hey, you and me both.
Female pleasure.
You and
Female
me
pleasure.
both. Never heard of him. Never heard of Ben Shapiro. But he will be on the show tonight. I mean, this is, again, like how we get these guests. You're welcome is basically really all I can say at this point, you know?
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's right. That's right. But guys, welcome to the program. Got a lot going on tonight. Besides the special guest. But first, before we get into this, I'm going to say this multiple times, but please subscribe to the podcast, okay? I'm turning this into a podcast so that you can listen, you know, because YouTube, not always friendly, okay? So subscribe on YouTube. What? Excuse me. What's going on with your little cabeza, man? Subscribe on whatever podcast app you use. iTunes, the other one, all of this bull crap, okay? Will you do, let me just ask you. Will you do this? Can I trust you to do, oh no, I don't have it right. Can I trust you? Oh my God, these things. Can I trust you to do this for me?
No.
There it is, finally.
No.
Fine. Be that way. Be like that, okay?
What?
But I also want to give a shout out to whoever, I can't remember who it was last stream, recommended Local 58. And I don't know how I never saw Local 58. Local 58 is a YouTube channel, and it is great. It's really like, you guys are like in my head. A lot of you, you know, members of the community. You're really in my head because, like, I immediately love this, and I don't know how I missed it. But go look at. It's been around a while, at least like 3 years or something, right? So shout out to whoever, come back on, whoever recommended Local 58. The one that I would recommend is You Are on the Fastest Route. No, You Are on the Fastest Available Route is like the perfect short horror film. Like, it is perfect. And I remember the guy who came on was talking about how the lower the camera quality, the scarier the film. And that's totally right. I think David Lynch said that too. But this thing is great. So go watch that. There's only a couple videos on their channel, which is shocking. But other than that, it kind of reminded me of Alan Resnick. I don't know if anybody remembers Alan Tutorials. Was like kind of a pretty viral YouTube thing for a while. I thought this was clickbait. Are you for real? Is Benny Papi? He's gonna be on. Is it really him? Who's to say? Who are we really? I would say that's the kind of show this is, sort of a Duncan Trussell kind of thing. If you guys haven't caught up to that yet, but he will be on soon. He will be on in the first half, as I call it, of the show. But thank you for recommending Local 58. And anybody, please go watch Alan Resnick's crap. Also, he uploaded, I think I mentioned this before, but he uploaded a whole thing to that Eternal TV channel, which it's really interesting stuff. Like Mac DeMarco has a thing on there that's really funny and all this crap. But of course, most importantly, remember to go subscribe to the podcast. Anyway, we're going to be talking to people on the Discord. We're going to be talking about the Kanye West album situation. We're going to have this amazing guest. I finally watched that show 11/22/63 from 6 years ago. So we're going to talk about that. I binge watched that. We're going to talk about that. Got a lot of really intense thoughts, I would call, about that. There's a basketball robot in the Olympics who can drain threes and half quarters, and a lot of other crap. Lot of crap on this episode. Oh, but before we get started, we got to talk to who I call the local guy. Local guy, it's a local guy. He goes by the name Kyle Hopper. Kyle Hopper.
Hey.
Hopper.
Kyle Pepino Hopper here.
Kyle Pepino, in quotes, Pepino Hopper. What is up with you? I saw you put a comment that I want to talk to you about on YouTube.
Yeah, I did. So I actually somebody introduced me to that show like a couple of months ago, and then I thought a couple of weeks ago that I wanted to talk to you about it. I went onto your Patreon in the meantime and noticed that you had already recommended the show on one of your
I recommended it. I recommended it.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, there's this guy. He's sort of, I feel like he's a little bit of a local connection guy. His name's Kaveh Zahedi. He's like a, I wouldn't call him an Iranian filmmaker because like I don't think he like identifies too much.
He's second generation American. Sure.
And he's just like an interesting kind of odd filmmaker who was in. He had a small part.
Kind of provocateur.
Yeah, he's like a little bit of a provocateur. He made a movie for IFC a long time ago called I Am a Sex Addict. He's, even if you don't like him, and some of his movies can be a little bit like, they're not like, there's not a lot of action or whatever, but he's definitely a very, like puts everything.
They're mostly like almost like they're not quite documentaries, but it's a very documentary style about himself.
Yeah.
But then about different aspects of his life and stuff. I watched Sex Addict after I finished the show. I watched that one, and I watched the one where the Las Vegas one. I Don't Hate Las Vegas Anymore. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I'm interested. This is how kind of obsessed I got with this guy, is that like I couldn't find, this was maybe like 9 years ago. I couldn't find I Don't Hate Las Vegas Anymore. And I had to actually so I wrote him I emailed him and I was like, can I buy this? And I like PayPal'd him $10 and he literally sent me like a burnt DVD copy of I Don't Hate Las Vegas Anymore with his address, awesome. Return address on it. And I was like, wow, this is like,
that's awesome. Yeah. After I watched, I sent him a message about just how much I loved, the work of his that I've seen and stuff. And, on Instagram, and he like immediately responded to it.
He's a very
that's cool that you did that.
He's a very like in contact guy. Like another one that's
because he's like very not successful.
Yeah, I mean, and he's like he's a bit of a fancy pants. He's a Yale graduate, I think. Like
he is. He's a bit of a Pepino.
He's a bit of a Pepino, but he went in the opposite way of Pepino. He's one of the good guys, I would say.
Yeah, I hear him talking about. I wonder where I'd be interested to hear. Like, it'd be awesome if you could get him on and talk to him about.
I would love that. I'm gonna actually put. Fuck. I knew I should have
that's not too far fetched either.
He would absolutely do it.
Not only would he do it, but then you would be in one of the episodes of the show about the show.
Yes, I would happily play myself too. But we're talking about this kind of I would say lesser known but very well respected director Kaveh Zahedi. Cave. He made another really good movie called.
I think he's a genius.
He's a genius. He definitely is a genius. Yeah. He also made a movie called The Sheik and I, which is pretty interesting.
I haven't seen that one yet. I've actually might watch that one tonight. Did you enjoy that one?
That one I think played at South by Southwest like years ago. And
yeah, I watched I watched a couple of clips of people like giving him shit at South by. Like,
that's one of his more like mainstream, like professional, and it's really good. And it's really, it's just really well done, and it's really like captivating. But you know, he did another thing that, talking about local, again, we're talking about this unknown director, Kaveh Zahedi. He had this great idea that I wish would have happened. Is he did this? He did one episode of this series called Tripping with Kaveh, where with Billy,
what's his name?
Bonnie Prince Billy.
Bonnie Prince Billy, yeah.
AKA Will Oldham, where this was actually shot near us. They shot it in Bastrop on Richard Linklater's compound. Yeah. But the premise was that like he's gonna have a celebrity on every time, and they were gonna trip on a different drug. And I think it's
funny. It sounds like you got equally obsessed with him as as soon as I watched the show about the show was the first thing I saw, and then I've gone through everything. He also has a podcast where he tells a story a day all of this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also noticed that's where you got awkward celebrity encounters from.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's like that might have been a parallel thing, but his awkward celebrity encounters are pretty funny. Like his
right, the Dylan one was the first thing I saw. The
Dylan one's really funny. Yeah. The funny thing about him is that he's such a sort of like precocious guy that like I think there's one, I might be remembering this wrong, but he goes to meet he goes to meet John Waters, and he tells John Waters that his movies aren't as good as they used to be. And then I didn't listen
to that one. That's great.
Yeah, and then he tells John Waters to try harder to make better movies. So yeah, that's the kind of guy he is. I think he's
the through line. That's exactly one of the through lines in all his work, and it seems like his personal life is that radical honesty.
Yes.
Like with no regard as to how and I watched the interview with him where he kind of talked about that, where he's like, I don't think. He kind of has the philosophy of like, it's not I'm just being honest. That's all I can do. It's not really my responsibility how you take it and stuff, you know? And it was kind of like he garnered that philosophy from having studied philosophy at Yale, or was it Yale or Stanford? So wherever he went,
fancy boy.
And then, and he said that what he learned from all of that is that nobody knows anything. And so
exactly. Well, I'm glad you found him. We should this will be definitely a recommendation, but people out there, they're going to like love this or hate this. I don't think there's a lot of like, it's not like, oh, that's, or some people could just be like, oh, that's interesting. I'll never look at that again. But it's definitely like, he's a real deal. Whatever you think of him, he's doing the real work.
I definitely feel like most of his work is love it or hate it. Certainly I don't hate Las Vegas anymore. Is not everybody's cup of tea. Feel like I feel confident recommending the show about the show to anybody though. That's an excellent show.
But there even in you catch some of that like the magic of filmmaking that you're not going to get in obviously like a Hollywood movie or something. I don't hate Las Vegas anymore, because there's like these kind of interesting accidents where they like double expose the film and all that stuff. Like it's fun.
Was actually
it's like
really cool. And they happened to double expose the film during the ecstasy scene, which like made it actually was like really cool. Yeah. Like
it made it perfect. I was actually wondering when I was watching that, I was like, did he set this up? Because it is kind of like perfectly poetic, you know?
Perfectly poetic, right? Yeah. But just for the people that we're recommending it to, the show about the show is he basically wants to make a TV show because everything's TV now. Nobody watches films as much, and so he goes to this place called Brick TV to like pitch a couple of ideas. They don't really like them all, and then he finally like says, why don't we just do a show about this show? And then each each subsequent episode is about the making of the previous episode.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And he does a lot of graphic sex stuff in there. So if anybody has any problems with that, be warned. But I mean, he's going for the radical honesty thing, like you said. But
right, or if you're in a bad marriage, it might be triggering as well.
it might be triggering, or you might feel less alone in the thing.
Yeah, you might get some clarity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Hopper, I'm gonna let you go, but I will talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Bye, Kyle. Yeah, Caveh, C-A-V-E-H, Zahedi, Z-A-H-E-D-I. Very interesting filmmaker. You'll love him or you'll hate him. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, do-da-do-da-do, okay? Thank you very much. How many more times should I plug this? Should I go great? Somebody says I have great calves. Yeah, that's like the one physical trait that I inherited that's kind of good. Or pink flamingos. Yeah, I wonder why he was crapping on that guy's John Waters movies. Let's talk to a few more fools before we get into like the guests and all this crap. Kyle is a nice guy. Kyle's one of those guys. He's like a nice guy. He's just like he's the type of guy who's just like having a beer and he's content and he's a happy guy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and neither, now presenting Richard Nixon, but good at football. How are you, Richard Nixon?
I'm doing well. I had a quesadilla for dinner earlier. That's some chill shit. I found George Bush.
Oh, you found
God! Last Wednesday, I was freaking the fuck out because I was like, did I put him in the donation bag?
Oh, you have this little George Bush action figure doll that you presented on one of the programs, and you almost lost it. Oh, there he is. You got him.
Yep. He almost breached containment, but he's safely in his box still.
Has this thing ever been? Have you ever taken him out of the box, or this is a mint condition, George W?
I think it's a mint condition. I can see his little hands are still strapped down, so
I just wish
weird little pervert in the box.
I just wish that you could still he could still do his samples, like you press on his little lapel and he does samples, but it doesn't work. Did you just play one?
No, I'm just doing an impression because it's much more fun than the real quotes.
He's like, he's like, hey, it's me, George Bush. It's me, George Bush.
It's me, y'all. W. I paint pictures now. I committed war crimes.
I'm a painter now.
I gotta say, I do like those George W. Bush paintings. He's trying to redeem himself from basically ruining.
They're weirdly good. Here, we'll just let him sit on screen.
They're real good outsider art. Like that's the kind of paintings I like. Like what's that lady's like? They're almost like Alice Neal. If you ever look at Alice Neal, they're almost like they're like you can tell it's a portrait, but it's just off enough to look kind of funny. That's a kind of painting.
like a Tim Heidecker of art almost.
Exactly. You put the eyes a little too close together. One eye is kind of lopsided. That's the kind of painting I want to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Richard Nixon. You're involved. It seems like in multiple beefs on this Discord, right? A lot of people
I'm aware of right now, unless you're trying to bring up old shit or something.
A lot of people got problems with you, and one of the main guys is this Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. Do you want to tell us what's going on with this situation?
I was gonna close with that, but fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, go for it.
Hold on 1 second.
Get your text straight, please.
Toilets.
What's going on?
That's what I was gonna lie. Okay.
Richard Nixon just got up and walked away.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I had to make sure. I thought someone was coming to talk to me for a second. Okay. We've got, I said some comments about all the toileters on my fun exit last week, Monday.
Yeah.
Where I was trying to, make light of everything. Just be like, it's fun. I'm chill, whatever.
Right.
And
the toilet
is not the person I was talking about when I was like making a jab at one of the contestants.
Mm-hmm.
And he really took it. And I was like, oh, So now it's just evolved into we are starting a WWE wrestling thing to fill in for whatever happens next with Toilerette type shows, you know?
Right. So this
I
guy,
got that idea.
you and this guy Willem DeFlush have like a kind of beef on this channel. You were one of the people who got chopped on this romantic competition that we had to win the heart of this woman Chippy, who, by the way, Chippy's doesn't even show up to the channel anymore. Like since the Toilerette, our version of the Bachelorette ended, she just doesn't even show up. She's like, if I'm not the center of the thing, I want nothing to do with it. So Chippy, how dare you? You better get on here and apologize. So you're kind of going through a lot. You're in a beef. You got chopped romantically. Like, this is kind of like you got a lot to deal with. You're spinning a lot of plates.
I was really hoping we were going to talk about it because I was like, we're done. The show's over.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it anymore.
I was going to talk about silly Texas politics and
what's going
several
on?
things related to George Bush. We got time wasting, you know?
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, you live in Austin. You should know what's going on with our wonderful, wonderful governor.
Yes, Matthew McConaughey.
Not yet. I'm talking about the other one, anti-FDR.
Oh, yeah. This horrible guy. Yep. He sucks, right?
We haven't had some good ones in a while. Not since like way before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you know that whole bill, the whatever they called it, where it's basically let's undo any good progress in education.
Yeah, I've heard rumblings about this. I gotta be honest, like as much as I like, I've been involved in little local things, but I don't really pay that much attention to like local politics, like Austin politics, that much.
I mean, it makes sense. Greg comes home every day. He doesn't want to talk about his job.
Right.
Because, the same Greg, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. It's the same dude.
Same dude.
But the fact that it's how do you even spin doctor that the KKK is not, like, you're not teaching that it's morally wrong? Like,
right.
How do you even...
Right.
There's a lot of things that are cut that it's like, what are you teaching then about history? You can't go over the Texas Revolution 7 times. Like, it's maybe 5 maximum.
Well, I mean, I think I was trying to figure out what they're trying to do here with this. Like, you don't need to teach civil rights in school and all this stuff. We're not making that.
They cut out even more Native American history in a state that literally erased in like 6 peoples from the official roster. Like, they don't even count as tribes under the federal government.
My only guess is that they're trying to they're basically trying to jump on this whole CRT. CRT thing. Like, right? That's like all this is like they hit a nerve and they're like, yeah, let's keep going with this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's
pretty. This is a very, racially diverse state.
Mm-hmm.
And you're already whitewashing the textbook. Why are you doing it more? Like, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah. Like, and what is it? Like the 1619 project or whatever. There are like lefties who have problems with that. But the problem isn't like teaching realistic history. The problem was that there were like maybe some historical inaccuracies or whatever. But they're just like, we don't want to hear any of this stuff.
Let's triple down. Let's fucking triple down.
Yeah, it's
because we want that.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre. I mean, I guess it is just sort of like they think any kind of if you look at history realistically, that's woke and that's being mean to your little weird snot-nosed kids, and it's
like a bitch.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Played it.
It's very weird. Well, you Richard Nixon, I'll bring you back soon. I'm gonna flush you for now, but I'll bring you back. Oh, we got Peon in the house. One of our haven't heard from Peon in a while, but guys, I think before we move on, we should just give the people what they want, you know? Which is, is he here? Is he in? There we go. Hello? Are you, well, guys, anyway, I think he's here, but like now on the program, guys, I want you to give a warm welcome to a guy who we make fun of a lot. And I hope he kind of like lets that go. I hope this doesn't become a thing, you know, but ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome to the program the great YouTuber, Benjamin Shapiro. Ben, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I'm a big fan of the show.
You're a big fan?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty funny, you know, like when you make fun of those idiots like Tim Pool and all that.
Okay. Have you watched all the videos?
No, why? What should I do?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I know you make fun of me and I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it.
Okay. All right. Ben Shapiro, great. Thank you. I mean, thank you again for doing this. So I heard like the message I got is that you wanted to come on here to debate me or something, or like you had a problem.
Well, like we were talking about just now, you do like to talk a lot of crap on your channel. I've noticed. You know, you do like to talk a lot of crap.
Yeah, I do. I talk a lot of crap.
So I basically came here to challenge you. I want to issue a challenge to you.
Okay. Challenge me? Like how?
Yeah, dude. I want to challenge you to a contest of skills, basically.
A contest of skills? Like what? Like what kind of skills?
Well, stupid. You idiot.
Okay, calm down.
Did you go to Harvard, by the way?
No, I did not go to Harvard. I know you did, but I did not go to Harvard.
Okay, so you didn't even go to Harvard. But anyway, you idiot, you dork, you dip nut, you dipshit.
Okay, calm down.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. Have you ever heard of a show goes by the name of The Voice?
The Voice? Like the singing competition?
Yeah, The Voice. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Is that like what you want to do? You want to do like a singing competition?
Yeah, I do. I want to do a singing competition, and whoever wins is the #1 macho man of 2020.
Of 2020? It's 2021.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, do you know what date it is?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, can you stop doing that?
Mm-hmm. 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 Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So, anyway, I want to, that's it. I want to challenge you to a competition of singing.
I don't really sing. I mean, I didn't know you were into singing. You're really into singing?
I mean, what? Of course I am. Of course I'm into singing. What are you talking about?
I didn't know you were a singer. I mean, no offense, but like you don't seem like the kind of guy with a whole lot of vocal range, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like you have one sort of tone.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Why do you keep
Mm-hmm. 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 You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. And who are you, Rick Rubin or something? You're the arbiter of who's a good singer and all that kind of stuff? Who are you, Mariah Carey?
No, I'm not Mariah Carey, and I'm not Rick Rubin. I could be wrong. You want to give us a sample of this singing ability of yours?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Why would I not? I mean, it's what everybody wants. Why would I not just give them what they want?
Okay. So go ahead. Like, what do you want to sing?
I don't know. How about some Foreigner?
Foreigner? Like that might be hard to do. I mean, Foreigner can be tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, we're doing that again?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're going to do Foreigner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You want to sing some Foreigner for us? What song do you want to do?
I mean, obviously, let's do the biggest hit. I think we should do the biggest hit, which is I Want to Know What Love Is.
Okay, so you're going to sing for us now because I guess secretly, hold on. Secretly, you're a great singer and you're going to do I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm just going to give the people what they want.
Okay, so, all right, go ahead. Now, lady, do you want me to give you like a lead up into?
Yeah, go ahead. Lead me up and do it good. Like build it up.
Okay. And now, everybody listening, Ben Shapiro will sing I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner.
Okay, here we go. In my life, there's been both heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life.
Okay, you're literally just talking how you always talk.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Okay, what were you saying?
You're not singing. You're just singing how you always. That's not singing. You're. So I thought you were. So, I mean, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the chorus now, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me.
Okay, that's it.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Okay.
Okay, that's. It's not the most compelling. Like that Foreigner song, you know, that guy has actually a pretty good voice in that song, and it's kind of emotionally. Calm down. Yeah, so you're kind of it's just your normal monotone voice. It's not. Do you think that that's singing? I mean, that's like. It's a little just you. It's just what you always do.
I don't understand. I just don't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean. My style of speaking is very emotionally moving. Some say it's downright stirring. Many people have said that.
People say your voice is stirring? I don't think who like no, they haven't.
Yeah. I've been compared to some of the great voices of our time.
Yeah, like who?
Like just a couple examples. Barry White.
Barry White?
Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes. Come on, Ben.
Tom Waits. I get Tom Waits a lot.
Tom Waits. Uh-huh. Who else?
Shakira. I get Shakira.
Shakira?
Yeah, like when she does that low wobbly thing.
Oh, like that?
Oh, that's a pretty good Shakira, actually. Wow. It's pretty good.
And the hips don't lie.
Wow, yeah. She does do that.
And the hips don't lie.
She does do that. She sings like that.
Yeah, she totally does. I mean, Ben, come on. Like, you just named people with, like, the most, like, low voices. I mean, in the case of Tom Waits, like, gravelly voices. You don't sound anything. You don't sound anything like that.
I'm just telling you what people say.
That's absurd, Ben. You want to try? What do you want? You want to try another song or something?
I mean, fine.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do next?
How about a little Beatles?
Okay. The Beatles. Why don't you pick like stuff where people are just talking, like Lou Reed or something?
I want to do Beatles.
Okay, go do the Beatles.
Oh yeah, I will tell you something. I want to understand. I want you to understand.
Okay, get it right.
I want to hold your hand. Okay? I want to hold your hand.
Okay. Yeah, sounds nothing like the Beatles. Again, it's just you talking. What is that?
That's the girls screaming. You remember when the Beatles, back when they played with the British invasion, all the girls would scream?
Okay. Yeah, those girls did. I'm kind of glad that's not as crazy as it used to be. They would like faint and stuff.
Yeah, that's weird. What are they, like wild animals or something? It's weird.
Yeah, very weird. Kids back then were very strange. Well, Ben, this was kind of a disappointment, all this singing.
Well, actually, I just finished recording a segment, because I have this award-winning program called The Ben Shapiro Show on YouTube.
Uh-huh. Award-winning what awards has it?
It probably has. But, I mean, one thing is that, like, this is my voice. This is a voice that I do on air. This is my on-air voice. So maybe I just need to, like, get a drink. I'll just take a drink of my warm-up tea.
Your warm-up tea?
Yeah, for like, I gotta get my voice warmed up for singing first, and then maybe I can kind of nail it better. Even better than I already have.
Okay. So you wanna like get your voice warmed up?
Yeah, hold on. I'll drink some tea in a second, but like, why don't you cue up another song? Why don't you just cue up another song?
Cue up another song?
Yeah, get Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, maybe?
Okay. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. That's like, he has a notoriously low voice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna drink my tea, and I think that'll help me nail it even better than before.
Okay, jeez. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Do we have it here? Ring of Fire he wants to do. Is he drinking? Yeah, he's drinking his vocal tea. All right, here we go. I mean, this is going to be a disaster, but here we go. Ben Shapiro, Ring of Fire. I don't know why he picks songs like this.
Love is about burning thing
What the hell?
makes a fiery ring.
What happened?
Whoop, whoop. Blinded by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
Okay.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and I got up higher. And it burns, burns, burns.
What the fuck?
The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Read the Daily Wire.
Read the Daily Wire. Oh, there he goes. Ben? Ben?
I gotta go, dude. Bye.
There he goes. There he goes. Unbelievable. He does have a pretty low voice. Holy moly. That was weird. He just drank that warm-up tea. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Ben Pepino, aka Ben Shapiro appearance. Let's talk to a few more people.
Hello.
Before Peon, I'm glad to have you on the show, but before we talk, I'm a little sickened that guy would come on the show and then plug the Daily Wire in his Johnny Cash song. That was pretty weird. But anyway, Peon, you're one of my favorite Discorders and community members. How are you and what are you up to?
I'm okay. Lately I've been doing all right, but just working on my art, selling VHS sleeves, trying.
Very nice. Wait,
VHS sleeves I designed.
You make VHS sleeves?
Yeah, so they're like, I have like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Mr. Bean and Demon Slayer.
Nice, but you do your own art on them?
Yeah, I Photoshop them and then I have the Kinko's or FedEx office print them out and then I go home and build them and then ship them off.
Holy moly, that's pretty cool. And then people slide them in?
They can if they want. A lot of people don't have VHS tapes, but it has like, because it's like I have It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like it's just like a show you like and people can come over and see that, and then if they don't know it, they can read the description on the back and be like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. And it's like, yeah, it's a show I like.
And it's like the old VHS style, because I remember when I was a kid and I would look at VHS and be like, oh, do I want to watch this movie? And I would look at the front, and the front would have some like badass stuff on it, right? Like a bodacious babe or something. And then you look at the back, and the reason you look at the back is for the little like scene, like the little scene, like screen caps of various scenes and stuff. Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, vintage
Peon,
but new.
Peon, before we go on, can you do that Shakira warble voice thing?
Shakira. Or like, oh.
Well, she does that sometimes. She goes like into a kind of low thing sometimes. She's like, oh, the hip. Yeah, Shakira style.
I can't really do that. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I need to work on it.
No problem, Peon. You get a pass every time. You do whatever you want.
Oh, thank you.
Well, so you're selling these VHS sleeves. You got your little business going. What else? Yeah. Anything else going on? You always have good suggestions for things, I feel like.
Yeah, did you I haven't talked to you yet if you've seen Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence.
Oh, you know what? Somebody suggested some other crap. Actually, it's not even that. I meant to watch it this weekend, and then I watched that stupid 11/22/63 James Franco show. I mean, I just kept watching it back to that like 6-year-old show. Somebody says, yeah, Shakira's doing a Jordy Peterson impression. Yeah, she is.
Shakira. When your hips logically move like that.
Exactly right.
They make the men go mad.
Exactly. See, you can do it. That's exactly the warbly low Shakira voice. You just did it. You said you couldn't do it. You were lying. You could do it the whole time.
I'm a liar. You got me.
Well, you love lying. I am gonna watch it. I am gonna watch it this week because I'm actually looking for things to watch. So, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, starring David Bowie, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Star of some other movies, right?
Star of some other movies.
Man
done
Who Fell
some
to
other
Earth.
things.
Have you watched Man Who Fell to Earth yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, P. That's
I know.
It's a pretty good one. It's like one of those kind of, what would you call it? Like a little bit of a prestige Criterion type movie, but it's still pretty interesting to watch David Bowie wandering around pretending to be an alien, you know?
I've written it down.
All right. If you watch that, I'm going to watch Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence.
I'll do that.
All right,
You got a
Ian, you got
deal.
anything else, or should I throw you in the garbage?
Yeah, just I made it so and it might be annoying, so sorry if people get annoyed by this, but
Bad
I
way to
made
start,
the final film. If you recommend a film,
Mm-hmm.
it will redirect to my shop. So
Okay.
now I'll just do that instead of pretty much refresh the page.
Go
So,
into the links and
sorry if you
show.
sorry if you like want to recommend films back to back and then keep getting redirected to the shop. I'm sorry.
For anybody that doesn't know what you're talking about, get
trying to sell.
Get on Peon's. It's a link in the description, I believe. If not, we'll put a link in the chat. Okay, Peon?
Yeah, I saw it down there.
Love you, Peon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
That's a classic good. That's one of the classic good guys of our time. A lot of people call him. Just I gotta do mods. Hey mods, I gotta just say, if Slavoj Zizek comes on again, don't let him on. Like we can't keep doing that segment with Slavoj Zizek. Sorry, I just had to talk to the mods. Mary Kate, if he tries to come on, remember he's perma-banned because all he does is come on here and he talks about various like legal problems that he's in and all this crap, and we're not even trying to do that. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the Kanye West crap. Actually, let's just look at this really quick. Kanye West, like I don't know what to think of Kanye West because I used to kind of defend Kanye West to a lot of my friends and like pretty much everybody else I know who doesn't like him. And I really, I pretty much have lost interest in Kanye West. I still think that some of his spectacles are still kind of interesting, like this thing of him doing this listening party in Atlanta. He rented out, what is it called? The Mercedes-Benz Arena. You were at the Donda listening? Maxwell 300, if you were at the Donda listening party, get on the Discord and tell us about it. But we can see it also, so you're not that important, buddy. You're not that important. So yeah, I mean, it's like he's doing this thing. I like that this adorable kid too is like filming this, and he keeps. I mean, that's how you do it. If you're at the Donda thing, you show him, and then you go to your face, and you're like and subscribe, guys. But I like to think about this whole Kanye West listening party in this arena because they've also I've seen these little reports and little Instagram posts that he's like just walking around that thing, like when they're doing other events, like they had a soccer match, and he's just sort of walking around. They just like. People have snapped pictures of him just like walking around in the stands during like other crap. And I like to think that he just like got lost in there. Like he's like, yeah, I'll rent this thing out, because I'm a rich guy. And now he's just like can't find his way out. And he's just sort of, I guess I'll just sleep here, like a divorced, like an absurd version of like a divorced guy. That's, I think, what's going on with Kanye. But we'll read this pretty interesting little Vice article about him that maybe we'll read some of it. But, at one time I was like, yeah. And, like some of the stuff on Yeezus, I was always like, wow, this is pretty good. But now, I don't know, kind of just over. I can't even muster interest in this guy because it's kind of revealed he's a bit of a dimwit. ladies and gentlemen of the jury, now presenting the Toilerette. The Toilerette. Chippy, what happens to the Bachelorette after the show ends? Does she just marry the person? She dates the person? Like, what happens?
I think so, but then they also have like a reunion or something like that.
Oh my God, you're so loud. Hold on, I'm going to turn you down.
Oh wow, yeah, I can hear myself. It is extremely loud.
Get that background noise down. So
I was gonna say, but first, before we talk about that, can I do my rebuttal to Ben Shapiro's Foreigner? I want to know what love is.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He's pretty. He pretty much just sounded like he always sounds singing that Foreigner song, right?
Yeah, I feel like I could do a way better job.
Let's hear it.
Okay. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so
Get to the
far
chorus. Get to the chorus.
change this lonely life. I want to know what love is.
Right.
I want you to show me. Okay, there you go.
Wow, Chippy, you were really excited to do that, and I want to ask you: are you singing that song to the comedian, the winner of the Toilerette?
100%. I want to sing it to him tonight when we talk.
Have you guys gone on a date? How are you having a baby with him yet? What's going on?
No, I do want him to come and visit. That would be fun.
You like him. You're like, ooh, he's a cutie pie, this guy. That's what you
He is,
think.
and he's really sweet. And I really do like him.
Before we go on, can you give me 1 second, please, Chippy? Can you give me 1 second, for God's sake? I just want to say thank you to, of course, Squid for Hire. He does the stripper-style donations of a bunch of $1. I do believe he's doing some kind of crypto scam on there, which I love. Bart is also involved in a money laundering thing in the chat, and he says,
you, Metro Donkey."
Exactly. And Bart says, "Can you Venmo to Squid for Hire and find out why were missing last week?" Squid, I mean, you got to answer to this guy, Bart. Where were you, you piece of shit, you? Ian Camp, thank you. It says, Master P is one of the great movie producers of our time. I Got the Hookup. Yeah, the two I Got the Hookup movies I really want to rewatch. Good call, Ian Camp. We'll come back to that. And last but not least, The Last Dawn. Of course, The Last Dawn. Of course. And Jnak Cool, if I'm probably saying that wrong, thank you. You're beautiful. He just says 100%. And then Emmy, sorry, like, come on. Chippy, you know about Emmy, right?
I love Emmy, and she is 100% a Tom Segura simp. She might not agree, but she is.
I kind of get like she's like a female Tom Segura, right?
Yes.
Like she kind of has that.
Yes.
She kind of has that. I'm gonna have a few beers in a plastic chair kind of energy, right?
Yes.
Emmy says, "Get some of this stimmy, ching ching." RM, let's talk about Mark Maron. Mark Maron had Matt Damon on his show today, and then Saint Shenanigans.
Oh.
Thank you, Saint Shenanigans.
Were they talking about that movie where he plays a Trump supporter who tries to save his daughter in Europe from prison?
Yeah, what is that movie where he's wearing the like hunter hat and all that crap?
Yeah, but the crazy thing is that the guy's a Trump supporter. Like, I would love to hear the shit that he says when he steps foot in France. You know what I mean? Like, what is a Trump supporter's take on France?
They love
it.
They love it. They're like, wow.
And the what is it? The justice system in Europe in general.
They love all that stuff. Trump supporters are secretly like, they're they probably are Anglophiles, but they're really into sort of just like European crap, and they're like really into like French literature, and they all a lot of them learn French just to read French
white
poetry.
Culture, RM, right? Hello.
Exactly. It's white culture. It's white culture, so they love it. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to also say, in the green room, I was told that you were talking trash about me.
Yes, I was.
Because I was 38 minutes late?
Yeah, look, Chippy. Chippy, you have to be right on time every time, or it's like very hurtful. Very hurtful.
Doing like schoolwork that is due tonight. Like, you can't. Come on, dude.
Oh God.
You want me to get an F and fail?
You really got to prioritize. I mean, is school really the top priority? Like, come on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Chippy? Oh my God. It's Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos,
Shut up,
everybody.
Jeff Bezos. Please explode next time.
I don't know, dude. Like, whatever. Chippy thinks she could tell me what to do. I don't know. Maybe if she has some Amazon packages that she's ordered, maybe they'll get there a little slower, you know, now that she's talking all this crap.
Oh, God.
People are calling me nerds. I wanted to say, RM.
Yeah.
I see that you're trying to promote your podcast. Is this the same podcast that I've been following on Spotify for a couple of months now?
I don't know. No. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that
There's
is.
literally, I have to share with you, but there is a thing on Spotify that is RM Brown,
Oh my
and
God.
one of the clips is like a 30-minute like podcast where you're interviewing Mitch McConnell. Do you know about this? Are you aware that you have this?
This
in
has been going
Spotify?
on. I think somebody has done some identity theft on me or something. But I'll look into this, Chippy. I'll look into this.
I'll share it with you on Discord.
Well, will you keep us updated on like what's up with your relationship that's been formed through this like romantic bachelorette style competition? You gonna keep us updated?
I will definitely keep you updated. And also, can we just talk about how I also single-handedly created a second couple of the muscular class?
Yeah, Mary Kate and
Landriel.
And Landriel, right? Are they like a full-on couple, or is like?
I mean, I don't know, but it seems like they really do like each other. So
are they like
very-
chatting? Just to catch everybody up on this Discord drama, there's Mary Kate who's a wait, hold on. Wait, Chippy, I just thought of this. Like, there's a power imbalance here because she has mod capabilities. So maybe if he does some crap she doesn't like, you know, she's gonna ban that ass. She's gonna ban that ass.
Mary Kate hears this, she's gonna be so mad at you.
Oh, she's just gonna be threatening him with like banning that ass all the time.
Yeah, every time they have a fight, it's like, if you don't say that I'm right, I will ban you from Discord.
Man, well, you know, that's pretty sick stuff. I hope it works out for them.
real.
And please, Chippy, keep us updated, all right?
All right, awesome. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye. That's a classic Chip right there. That's a classic Chip.
Yeah, whatever. She's talking a lot of crap, bro.
Is this Jeff Bezos again?
Yeah, I can just kind of tap in whenever I want. You know, I have control over all this crap.
Okay. Again, like, it's a weird thing with you, Jeff Bezos, is that, like, your voice, I never expected it to be like this.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Like, it's just how I talk, and, like, you keep bringing it up. Like, that's kind of why you're where you're at, and I'm where I'm at. You feel me?
Yeah, like you're a billionaire or whatever.
Billionaire, dude. Did you just call me a millionaire almost? That's disgusting, dude.
Okay. Yeah, you could just kind of tap into my show whenever you want.
Yeah, dude. I could tap in from space. Did you see me up there in space? I was like just goofing around, like having a good time. I was like, look at me. Yeah, look. I was doing that thing where I was like, look, I'm walking. I'm on a treadmill or whatever, but I wasn't really on a treadmill, you know?
Yeah.
Money well spent, dude. Money well spent.
Okay. Can mods, can we ban, like, all these people, they just get in somehow. We got to ban these people. I don't want Jeff Bezos on the show anymore, okay? God. Jeez. Who's next? Elon Musk up in this mother clucker? Oh my God, this guy's been waiting a long time. So we gotta talk to him. Optimist Prime Rib, are you there?
I wanna know what love is.
Oh, that voice.
Thank you. I got a music degree, so I figured I could do something by giving you a little chef's kiss.
To quote Jeff Bezos, money well spent.
I don't know about well spent, but it was money spent, that's for sure. Well, not actually the government. I'm never going to pay them back, so they don't know that yet.
Very good. Somebody says Grimes' boyfriend. Yeah. Jeff Bezos, the last time he was on the show, was starting a lot of crap. He called Elon Musk Grimes' boyfriend. Pretty. Yeah, I don't want this billionaire competition crap on my show. I want them to really keep it to themselves, sort of, you know?
Yeah, that we were just talking about leftist infighting in the green room. So now we're talking about billionaire infighting.
Who's fighting who in the leftist YouTube sphere now?
The latest? I don't know. There's always Destiny and Hassan are always mad at each other for some reason.
Yeah, but those two got some kind of secret sexual chemistry,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's something hot and heavy going on there, more than just anger. But
I think
the latest drama, I don't really know. Honestly,
let's make up our own. Let's make up our own leftist drama. Who would it be?
Yeah, that's what I was saying to Chippy in the green room when you were calling her out. I was telling her that she needs to start some drama and get some, some stuff going.
Let's do this. It'll be Naomi Const, right?
I don't know who that is, but yeah, let's do it.
Okay, how about Emma? Let's do Emma Vigland.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
And Ken Klippenstein.
Ooh, yeah, that's some drama. There we go. We'll just make some fake tweets, about how they had some secret romance that went awry.
Or how about
nobody
this?
Here's about it.
Here's another one. Emma Vigland and Noam Chomsky hate each other.
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know at this point though if Noam Chomsky has the energy to hate anyone.
Actually, that's a good point. You know what? Actually, it's weird you say that. I think he watches the show and he.
What did you just say? What did you just say to me?
I think he's on. Oh no, he's pissed off at you.
You can't talk about people like that. It's really mean.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, no.
It's okay.
I think we need to do a Futurama style thing where we preserve his brain in one of those jars.
Oh my god, yeah, he loves Futurama. He likes that. He watches American Dad, like stuff like that. He likes.
Ooh, I bet he likes that show Richard and Mortimer. I bet he likes that one.
Oh, Noam Chomsky is a huge Rick and Morty guy. Actually, if you look in the back of Noam Chomsky's like webcam videos that he does, he's got a lot of those like Funko Pop stuff and all that, you know?
He's got the Dan Harmon autobiography in there.
He loves Dan Harmon. He loves Dan Harmon.
That's pretty funny.
I love Dan Harmon. If anybody speaking of like deep cut, like forgotten videos, Dan Harmon, like I want to say like 15 years ago, did a vlog that's one of the funniest things. Like he did a vlog that had like 3 episodes, and I don't know if this was a real thing, but supposedly he like had some weird sexual thing with a broken off mannequin leg.
Okay.
if anybody can, and I'm not even making this up. I know I make up a lot of crap on here, but if anybody can dig up Dan Harmon's old blogs, he had like this broken off mannequin leg that he was like obsessed with. He also did a thing called Dan Harmon's Batman, which is pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, sorry, Optimist Prime. I'm really just losing my mind slowly. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I understand. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Oh, somebody says start a beef with Richard Wolff. How about like Richard Wolff and who's a good leftist? Richard Wolff and maybe like one of the Chapo Trap House guys or something.
Ooh, yeah. Chapo Trap House they're always in the drama though, right?
I know who. Richard Wolff and who's the guy who's in trouble? Virgil Texas.
Who is Virgil Texas? I don't know who that is. I like that name though. That's a sick name.
He's in some kind of a trouble because he's in some kind of a Me Too problem or something.
Uh-oh. Never mind. Bad name. Don't like him.
Optimus Prime said it here.
Oh no! I'm canceled.
He fully supports all the actions of canceled guy Virgil Texas. Unbelievable.
My internet content creation career is dead before it even started.
Well, Optimus Prime, do you have anything else you want to tell us tonight, or should I just get rid of you and?
Yeah, I got a few good things going on. I got a new job potentially today, so that's nice.
What's the, give us a little bit of insight.
Doing some canvassing. So instead of being an annoying leftist online, I get to go do it in real life, which sounds kind of fun, honestly.
Very
so we'll
good.
see how that goes.
Are you going to be going door to door?
Yeah, in the city of Denver, Colorado. So it won't be that bad. You know, kind of a liberal haven anyway. So
I don't know if I told this story, but I did. Last year I did door knocking for this guy Bernard Saunders. He's like this little guy. I don't know.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to, but anyway, I knocked some doors for him. And the last day that I did it, I was with a group of people, and we walked by this weird house, like abandoned house, and we heard a scream. I swear to God, we heard a scream, like a blood-curdling horror scream from this house, and we spent like an hour calling the police, trying to figure out. It's very weird. I mean, it's sort of a dead end story, but it's kind of weird that happens.
They don't say keep Austin weird for no reason, right?
That's
right, dude. That's right, dude.
Not Jeff again.
That's why they got that's why they got Matthew McConaughey. All right.
That's right.
The new mayor of Texas.
He's gonna be the new mayor. Let's all support him. Let's all. I think he needs money.
All I know,
think he needs lots of money.
He owns that new soccer team, though. He doesn't need money. Get out of here with that. I can't believe that for a second. He bought a sports team.
He does. He does have that sports team. Well, anyway, Optimist Prime Rib, I gotta flush you, but I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. I hear from I got a message from the mods that Slavoj's trying to get in again. Slavoj's trying to get his ass up in the show again. Don't let him in. Don't let him in, okay? Oh no. Come on. Slavoj, is this you again?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. You don't add anything to the show.
Yes, I do. Lot of people are saying that I am the best part. Even you know what they do?
What?
They created separate channel of just clips of me. It's so good.
Okay. Oh, good God. Well, Slavoj, what's going on with you now?
Well, I hate to call on you just when I am having troubles.
Oh, God. What is it this time?
Yes, okay, I know, it's crazy, but I am having yet another troubles.
Okay, what's wrong this time?
Well, I know that on your show you talk about awkward behavior at parties.
Yeah, awkward behavior at parties. Yeah.
Yes, I am actually at small party right now. I would actually call it more of a get-together.
More of a get-together, okay?
Yes, just a couple people, 8 to 12 people.
Okay, and you're having a hard time at this party?
Yes, you have talked about this before on the show, is that sometimes at party you get nervous when you don't know anybody, so you are walking around making everyone else uncomfortable. It's a very bad time.
Yeah. That's kind of like I do that a lot at parties. I get really nervous if I don't know anybody there. I'm just kind of walking around, pretending like I have somewhere to go.
Yes, you are petting a cat. You know, if there's God forbid, if there is animal there, I will keep petting that animal till the fur comes off. You know, because you're so nervous at this party.
Yeah, that's what I do too, Slavoj. Yes.
But this is my problem. Now we come to the problem.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I know, because I was so nervous, one thing I do is I start eating the snacks at the party.
Yeah, you start like anxiety eating at these parties to try to feel better?
Yes, I start eating out of my social anxiety. And at this party, there was a lot of brownies.
Brownies, okay.
Yes, so I went a little crazy on eating these brownies because I was so nervous.
Okay. Oh, no. How many of these
Are you okay? You have bad voice right now.
No, I swallowed something the wrong way. So you ate too many of these brownies? Like, how many of the brownies did you eat?
I ate 18.
You ate 18 brownies?
Yes, like I said, I was very nervous at this party, so I ate 18 brownies.
Okay, that's like a batch and a half of brownie.
Yes, I ate the whole thing. Like the minute that they put down the brownies, I ate all them.
Okay. God, Slavoj, that's a lot of brownies.
Yes, but that is more to this problem.
Okay. I think I know where this is going.
Yes, I ate so many of the brownies, all of the brownies, before I know that these brownies were having baked into them very, very strong weed.
These were weed brownies.
Yes, and I am not good with edibles. I'm not good with the edibles.
You're not good with edibles? Me either. Something about, I can smoke, but when I eat that stuff, I kind of lose my mind.
Yes, we are same page on this for sure. So I am having a bad trip, man. It's not good.
Oh no, you're tripping out?
Yes, I am making everyone even more nervous at this party.
Oh God. Are you going to be okay?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. You sound really weird.
I need help. I need you come pick.
I can't even understand you. What are you saying?
I need you to come pick me up because I am tripping out so. Oh, you see? I'm tripping out so bad, man. Please come get me now, okay? I'll be waiting out front.
Oh my God. Oh, there he goes. Jesus. He ate a bunch of weed brownies. I don't even know where he is. He didn't even give me an address. How am I going to pick him up? Oh, he's still there.
If you come get me, I'm so scared. Oh,
God. Jesus, is he okay? Oh, there he goes. Still didn't give me an address. Jeez, I hope he's okay. Saint Shenanigans, by the way, thank you. Can you look up Richard Prince's Instagram prints? I like Richard Prince. He did that Tribe Called Quest album not too long ago, right? That guy's been around for a while. Painter. I like Richard Prince. He seems pretty cool. You want to talk about copyright with Richard Prince? Because he did some things where he was just like printing book covers or something on there. Lasagna Tube, are you there?
Hey, RM, how you doing?
The beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, and neither, and in-betweensters, the beautiful sounds of the voice of the great and mighty Lasagna Tube.
I don't care if the sun don't shine.
Woo!
I do my drinking in the evening time.
Woo!
In Las Vegas. What's up?
Can you do Foreigners? I Want to Know What Love Is?
I want to know what love is.
Woo! Beautiful. Lasagna.
You to show me.
I would do, I think, literally anything for your voice, because I have the voice of like a 12-year-old girl who, like, with a 12-year-old girl with an unusually high voice. But I would love to. I would love to have a rich tone like you do.
You're teasing me. I've heard you hint at it. I can tell there's something in there. You're just hiding it.
I gotta get down into the chest. I gotta get into that Shakira mode. Like that. Gotta get down there a little bit.
A little bit down here.
That's exactly right.
I'm sorry.
Lasagna Tube, what do you got? What do you got for us tonight? What's up?
Well, nothing much. I was sitting here thinking. I was wondering if you had some time to take a look at some things I'd sent you there. I wondered if you wanted to talk about, some workers' unions and the American identity. If you wanted to, but honestly, we don't. I don't want to drag the stream.
Give us a quick rundown on what you've been thinking about with unions.
Well, I guess what I'm more getting at is that we have to try, if we actually want to win people over to get things done, we have to embrace the American flag, the American identity, and co-opt these things. Yeah.
Right.
To get other people, the people that Ben Shapiro, the Meemaws, the Peepaws, these people, and also those people, because if a lot of these folks, especially conservatives, look at their political identity as a sports team. They see it as they're a cool guy. You know, I'm a cool guy. I'm a tough guy, man. I'm an American. I'm out here. An American. I like to fight. You know what I mean? They glom onto this dumb shit. Let's be honest. Excuse my French.
They got that Shakira. They're doing their Shakira low voice to try to be tough. I'm an American. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you. They got the Shakira low. I'm a fan of Shakira's low voice, so I haven't even heard Greg that we bring him in here. But the point of it being is that if we win these people over, they're not. A lot of them have left-leaning ideologies, but they code it up in these. They dress it up in these weird ideas of what it means to be cool, whether that be toxic masculinity or. Like I said, it's a sport. It's a sports identity, and if we can try to convince these people, go ahead.
I think one of the most interesting things about this. Somebody says Richard Prince is my enemy. Oh, it's shenanigans. We'll talk about that. But one of the most interesting things, or telling things that kind of simplifies the whole thing, is that $15 minimum wage in Florida thing. All those right wingers, those kooks, those Ron DeSantis lunatics, and all those idiots. Those chowder heads, they're all against that stuff, but it still passed because you know why? Right. You know why? Because money talks. Money talks, and BS walks, as they say.
Exactly.
And I think that's what it's gonna have to be about. I think you're right. There could be some sort of FDR era pride that could unify people, but.
Absolutely.
Maybe you don't even need to do that. Maybe you just need to show me the money, to quote the great Jerry Maguire. Maybe it's the economic thing could be the middle ground. I feel like that's what Richard Wolff would say, probably.
Well, Theodore Roosevelt, there was a mining strike, and during the time, Theodore Roosevelt said to basically the barons and the capitalists of the time, he said, "Look, guys, if you can't solve this problem, maybe I should nationalize the mining industry to make sure that these homes and people don't go without, heat, so people aren't freezing to death in their homes. Why don't I nationalize you?" And they went, maybe we'll pay them out. They ended up paying out 10%. That's what happens, like you said, when the money walks and the bullshit, just talks. Again, I'm sorry, I'm coming in here dropping this linguistic. I'm sorry.
No. I like it. Here's one idea from one of the top commenters, Ryan Carroll. This is what he says. Middle America needs lefties. Middle America needs lefties to WWE it up a little bit for them to listen to us. What if it just John Cena became like a Jacobin contributor or something,
Exactly. That's the type of thing we need. We need a wrestler on WWE that's supporting progressive ideas.
Exactly. What's that guy, Triple H or whatever? He comes out. He's he goes on Triple H just starts going on the Bad Faith podcast. He replaces Virgil Texas, maybe.
You picked the perfect one too, because that character that he used to play, was still Triple H, but he called himself Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he came out in this little dignified outfit, like some type of capitalist baron of old, and now he's coming full circle. He's understanding the error of his ways. He's going to help the proletariat come into power.
I love this. I think that you're exactly right. This is the future of sort of I would say this is a big historical moment where it's they were the kind of labor movement and all this kind of fizzled out, but then the wrestlers of America got it back going again. I think this is it. We solved it. You're welcome.
Very excited.
You're welcome.
I'm very excited to see it.
You're welcome, America. Well, you know what, Lasagna Tube, I'm going to read your messages and we'll have a more serious discussion next time. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely. I
Oh,
look
somebody.
forward to it.
Oh my God. We forgot Lasagna Tube. Jesse, somebody, Chris. I gotta give it up to Chris Wilson. I don't know how I forgot about this, but Jesse Ventura, of course, Jesse Ventura.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Paving the way.
The only
Jesse
thing though
is
is
Triple H could run.
Triple H. I think we need somebody younger because Jesse Ventura is getting that sort of like Hulk Hogan old guy thing where his skin seems to be kind of like glued on to. He seems like he's melting.
A bit of the bad sag.
Yeah, he's melting a little bit, so I don't know if he's gonna work out. But anyway, Lasagna Tube, I love you so much. You're the best, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
One of the great guys of our time, Lasagna Tube. What's that? No, honestly, mods, don't let him back on. I've got this little earpiece that goes directly to the mods, and they're saying that Slavoj Zizek's trying to get... No, we're not having him back on this or any episode ever again. We try to permaban him multiple times, and he keeps coming back. It's getting a little sick. Maybe we'll just, we never really read any serious stuff. Let's just read, because I kind of did want to read this. And if there's any Kanye West defenders out there, get on the Discord. This little Vice interview kind of seemed to be interesting. If Kanye West can do anything, he can summon. If Kanye West can do anything, he can summon. And even when the world doesn't fixate on his next move, he commands the world's attention once he tells us he's ready to be seen. And no matter if we said we've soured on Kanye, so many of us, look, no matter what, he's trapped in that. I think that should be the conclusion of this essay. He's trapped in that arena. Because that'd be the funniest. Why does he do... why... all these rich guys are so boring with their, spectacles. Renting out an arena and you're wandering around in the middle. All right, that's pretty good. It's fine. But, what if he did this long con where he was like, I'm stuck in here. I can't figure out a way to get out. And then he's like, I lock the keys. They can't do the basketball game or the hockey game or the Olympic soccer crap or whatever in here because I lost the keys. I rented the arena and I lost the keys. They got no imagination, these guys. Deeply human, gifted, legendary, struggling, misogynistic, insufferable. If anybody's heard the Donda album too, let me know. The thing is, Kanye West, a lot of that stuff is genius. I think a lot of the, that song New Slaves, I think is a genius, punk song. But he didn't write that stuff. He doesn't write that stuff. I remember years and years ago, I actually interviewed this guy. This is probably 20 years ago. I interviewed this guy who was a ghostwriter for Dr. Dre. And Dr. Dre, I didn't know this. This was all blew my mind. Is Dr. Dre would rent out apartment complexes to keep all his ghostwriters in. And he would just have rappers writing for him all day. So there's no way Kanye West wrote a song like New Slaves or any of that stuff on Yeezus, I don't think. Sorry, I don't buy it. Have y'all seen Wreck-It Ralph? Somebody said. The chat is always in a completely different place. I did hear it. It was good. Maxwell, I feel like you're just lying your ass off in the chat. Maxwell, if you're lying in the chat, then you better put on a hat, as they say in the South. Oh, we got a famous guy.
People of color will have to just seeing blackface. So I think that those are the episodes that they took down, right? Some that had blackface in it, and of course
Vadim.
Yeah.
Are you Vadim? Are you there?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I was in the.
You're live, and I think that you've been caught and you've been outed you were talking about how blackface should come back. Is that how I understood?
No. Oh my gosh, what a moment to be sucked into your show. I was talking with your lovely friends. Should I call them people?
Oh,
people
yeah.
who are in the waiting room. We were talking about Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the episode that was taken down, I believe, due to the fact that there was some
blackface stuff in there?
in it. Yeah. And no. And I was actually making the argument that I can understand how, there are some people who just have a understandable visceral reaction to blackface, and therefore I don't think it's that big a deal to take it off of platforms like Netflix and whatnot. Like, I mean, I don't think it's like erased from the entire world. I think it's still accessible if you really want to find it. But I did not. That is not a conversation that I meant to kind of. I don't know.
You're caught.
Come in and yes,
you're busted. You're outed.
I'm totally 100% pro. No, I'm not going to say that. I was about to make what was going to be a bad joke, and I don't want to get flushed.
Well, can we be? You know how that guy
prematurely? What?
There was this guy earlier who was saying there needs to be some more lefty content creator fighting, and maybe we could start like a thing where you're like, oh no, he started this rumor that I support blackface, and then it'll like morph into that you were doing blackface on your channel, and we're just getting into this big fight to kind of get clicks and stuff,
I'm potentially down in the future. I did have some actual like I really try so hard to avoid like really getting sucked into drama vortexes.
Yes.
Every now and then I will kind of say something like about like certain content creators that I'm not crazy about. I mean, one person who I'm kind of not afraid to talk shit about is Mr. Jimmy Dore.
James. I call him James Dore to just show him some.
James
he's
Dore?
he's an elder, so I show him a little respect. James Dore,
right?
Yeah,
he certainly deserves it. He deserves the respect. But yeah, I was actually watching Majority Report. I always want to call it Minority Report, and they were talking about Dore, and this one guest that they had made the funniest point. They said something to the effect like Jimmy was saying like, well, I'm just a stupid comedian. I like smoke weed all the time and blah blah blah. And so the guy point. Oh yeah, and he pointed out how like I love this rhetorical game where he's playing where he's like simultaneously saying, I'm a stupid shithead. I don't read books. But hey, listen to me. I somehow I have it right, even though that I'm a total fucking idiot. Anyhow, how are you?
I'm good.
How are you doing?
I do want to address something really quick in the chat. They're talking about Killer Mike in the chat. You know Killer Mike, right?
Yeah. I'm a huge Run the Jewels fan.
I'm a huge Run the Jewels fan. And you tell me if this is right, because I was trying to a couple streams ago. I was trying to think of like, because I think they're two of the most skilled rappers maybe of all time. Those two, and I was trying to think of the style of rapping, and I think I got it, but only with gibberish. So you tell me if this makes sense, okay? It's something like this. It's like da 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 da. Like it's this like these short bursts, and then the end is like a really long kind of complicated finale to each verse or whatever.
I mean, I'm not Anthony Fantano. I don't have I don't have the gift of kind of summarizing what makes music. I'm not one to like kind of go to if like you want an analysis of hip hop flow. But that being said, I the way that you explain that, I think it's pretty spot on. It reminds me for me, like they kind of remind me. They have a rawness and an urgency to their music, even though that there are so many stylistic differences.
Yes,
it to me it feels more like, and it's modern, but it still feels more like kind of like just the punk rock energetic and like fresh feel that like NWA to a certain extent Public Enemy had when they came out. But
I
NWA,
totally agree.
yeah.
It's they really tap into the. I think you're totally right. They tap into the punk side. But that you know what I want to ask you. I kind of wanted to ask sort of the everybody on this, but like, you know, I don't know. I thought there was a time, especially when that Yeezus album came out, I was like, wow, like Kanye West might be an interesting evolution to like rap music and all. I kind of like don't care about Kanye West anymore. What's your Kanye take, Vadim?
I mean, I have not listened to any of his albums since he like went super MAGA. And
me either.
And I guess I'd be willing to listen to them. They may be very, very good. I mean, you know, because he could just because someone, you know, there is such a thing as idiot savants. Mm-hmm. And he might just be like a musical genius and then have diarrhea for brains in every other aspect of his existence. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I think like every album of his that I've heard, I've thought was fantastic. And there's a sad truth, which is that sometimes like either, I mean, it may not be that he's like a horrible person. He might just be, it might simply just be mental illness that kind of like makes him.
That's a pretty convincing Kanye argument, but also like he's also been extremely famous for a long time, and I feel like that kind of knocks some screws loose on people sometimes. But
definitely,
the problem is like a lot of that stuff, like I was really like when that Yeezus album came out, I think even like Lou Reed did a write-up on it where he was like, yeah, he's doing a version of punk that's pretty interesting. And I was like, all right, yeah, I could see that. But then like the kind of stupidity, I mean, in I think he was revealed to maybe not be the smartest guy like before that, but like the MAGA era is just like, yeah, he just really doesn't know anything. Like all of that stuff seems a little hollow now, you know, it's like a little bit it's hard to listen to somebody who's just like, you know, not really doesn't seem to really be able to think this stuff through, you know?
I mean, he just, it's like, there are MAGA people who are total 100% idiots or just, you know, grifters and whatnot, but they still are able to cut, like when he talks, it's like, I could imagine, you know, him, and I don't want to shame homeless people, but I could see him on like a street corner talking to his shoes, saying the same things that he says in like, you know, so I don't know. That's my complex take of that guy.
Vadim, there's a guy who actually went to the Kanye listening party. So I'm going to talk to him really quick, but I'll be right back. Let's get him in. Maxwell, are you there?
Oh my goodness, RM, I'm here. Can you hear me?
But what up, boy?
Yo, what up, boy?
That's smart.
Brother.
I got one thing to say to you. That's really smart. That's really smart.
Oh, man, that's smart. Thank you.
That's really smart. Well, I wanted to. So you went to the listening party, or is this a bunch of bull crap you're making up?
No, I was there. I live in Atlanta.
You live in Georgia? You live in Georgia?
I do. I love Camp. Brian Camp.
Oh, Brian Camp, that's my dude. Woo! Okay. So how can you tell us a little bit about what was it like being there?
Oh man, it was crazy. 30,000 coughing hipsters.
Oh God.
He came out 2 hours late, and I was convinced it wasn't really him because he came out and stood in the middle, and he had that weird mask on, and he didn't move for 10 minutes while his music was playing. I'm like, there's no way that's him. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, what if he just sent in? Yeah, that's kind of smart. You know, he's got the mask on. What if he just sent in a duplicate?
Like the Doombot. Remember the MF Doombots that he would send in?
Oh my God. Good rap reference. Yes, he used to send in fakes because he had a mask.
Sneaky.
So you think it might have been a fake?
Well, so then when he started running around, he looked so goofy. I'm like, oh, that has to be him.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine you get hired as a Kanye West duplicate and you have to like, you know, spend hours working on choreographing his goofy moves?
Yeah, you like watch this gait and you're like, man, I see how he's moving. But yeah, it was ridiculous. It was so loud.
Mm-hmm.
You could barely hear it because it was too loud. It was shaking your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And my fiance, who I went with, was like freaking out because it was so loud. We actually left early because it was so. There were so many coughing people, and it was so loud. We're like, oh, I gotta get the heck out.
So you and your fiance have definitely caught Delta from this crap.
Oh yeah,
you got Delta.
100%.
You got Delta, dog. Well, is this new album any good?
I thought it was very good. I liked the sounds. I'm not a huge fan of the new, you know, Christian crap, I like to call it. But yeah, I think he makes some good sounds.
Is there any I think I heard somebody say that there's no like what would you call it, like sort of gospel music? Is there any of that going on in there?
It definitely had gospel vibes.
And you're not feeling that.
I hope he drops it soon.
You're not feeling that too much. Well, did you generally have fun, or were you just waiting to get out of there?
Oh, I had a good time. It was a spectacle. You know, everyone had their Instagram stories out.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful.
Okay. All right. Well, do you remember any of the tracks? Like did any of them stand out?
The Pop Smoke one seemed pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert, whatever. No, who cares? There's a Jay-Z song on there, right?
Yeah. Apparently he recorded it and sent it in, so I'm sure the audio quality is great.
What if it's like you could tell it's from his phone? It's all crackly. You can hear Beyonce in the background, like telling him to be quiet because she's watching like Netflix or something.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
So okay, last question: was the Jay-Z song any good?
I will be honest, since I would never lie to you. I do think that was the last one he played, and I think I had left at that point.
Oh, you piece of crap! You piece of crap!
I know.
Well, I'm glad you went. Did you have to pay a bunch of money? How did you get in?
So my buddy is a huge fan. I would just say that I'm sort of a moderate fan. So he got the tickets on pre-sale and whatever. So I didn't have to pay a dime. I did lose all of my money to these street vendors who were selling bootleg T-shirts. So I bought a bunch of fake T-shirts.
Were people eating in this thing?
Yep. I ate a whole pizza in there.
Could you know, it'd be fun. It would be funner if you could throw your food at Kanye while he's walking around in the middle. I would cough up probably a couple $100. Like you get to throw a hot dog.
How far do you think you could throw a hot dog?
Yeah, that's a good point. I would probably have cheap seats, but maybe they let you, like, they kind of let you run up, you know, like it's like SeaWorld or whatever, where you can go to the glass or whatever, to the killer whale. You could kind of walk up there. Glass. Yeah, so you could peg him with the, you could hit him with the hot. I would unbun the hot dog. Like I would just get it out of the bun so it could.
That's just aerodynamics.
His poor Kanye. He's got like ketchup stains all over the mask and stuff. That's not nice, right? That's not a nice thing to do.
Hey, that's our newest billionaire you're talking about there. You got to be nice.
You're right. I'm sorry. All that stuff I said, that's not nice, and I take it back. Well, Maxwell, I'm sorry that it was too loud, and sounds like a nice thing. You and your fiance went and you ate a whole pizza. Did you let the fiance have any of the pizza, or you horked it down all by yourself?
I gave her one slice.
Maxwell, I love you. You're definitely my kind of a guy. We're best friends now, whether you like it or not.
Thank you, brother. I have one request before you flush me.
Okay, go ahead.
My favorite thing that you do is when you're waiting for people to log on and you do a little song with your crazy auto-tune and a fresh beat. So if you would do a little song, that'd make my night.
Okay, absolutely. You got it. It's kind of a big request because I have to set up a whole thing, but here we go. Let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, Maxwell. Yeah,
how does Kanye rap?
Yeah, Maxwell. He's the greatest. Kept the pizza away from his lady.
There you go. There you go.
Ate the whole pizza all by himself. Wouldn't let his fiance even have a bite. Yeah. Word.
Freestyling is way too hard. My brain just goes blank. Like it's just like I can't even think of really any words. More uhs. That yeah. If you're running out of freestyle material, just make like grunts and stuff. Again, guys. Keep Slavoj Zizek out of the thing. Schwann, are you there?
Yeah, it's me, Schwann. I'm sorry I've been busy. Like, I've messaged you a couple times, and you're like, yeah, come on the show. And I'm like, I want to come on the show.
You're not a good friend to me. Let's just keep it real, you know. I'm like, please come on the show. I like what you do. You always bring something interesting to the show, and you're just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't like it. You know, I feel like that's kind of just in a nutshell what this friendship is. You know,
I failed you. Davey has been pissed at me for not giving him the Discord. He's pretty upset.
Yeah, I had a few words with him. Okay, I told him, just give me the Discord. Okay, I won't do any more chew. I won't message my old buyer. Okay.
That's personal, Davey.
Schwann, so yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, you're like basically this show's connect to famed YouTuber David Is it David Paxton or David Pacman?
You can call him Danny Praxton.
Danny Praxton. Tony Braxton. Yeah.
Tony's a good guy.
Tony Paxton. You're how I've made any contact with this famed political YouTuber David Pacman, and he always calls in like it's very weird. Like he's totally different.
I mean, he's very different.
Yeah,
he's a real buttery sweetheart, but
he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
He's got some issues. It's just weird how we both knew you separately and then met each other.
Yeah,
it was that night where he over-chewed. He bit off a little more than he could chew, you could say.
He bit off a little bit more than he could blue chew, you might say.
It's true.
Yeah.
A
lot of people are saying that. He was
just flailing about. This was like southern, way past New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he got this far.
Mm-hmm.
But he was covered in mud. He had like a stick in his arm.
Oh.
Like, hey man, you okay? And he turns around, and it's Davey Praxton.
Oh Jesus!
And we've been buddies ever since. It was like we're gonna stay up late, shopping family stores, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. It's like,
oh yeah, I love Shrek too.
What? What's Shrek?
He hasn't seen that yet.
So he likes to do those sleepovers where he stays up all night, it sounds like.
Yeah, we've been doing like a sleepover where he hasn't been paying any rent for the past 4 months.
Ew, jeez.
It's been a great. I mean, listen, he buys dinner and he buys groceries.
He's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy. Hope he gets it figured out. But I don't look, I mean, this is a competitive thing, this whole content creation crap that we be doing here. So I don't want any more of this David Paxton talk. Because he's a much more professional broadcaster, you know, he's got the skills. You know what I mean?
Only old people will die, and we don't really need to worry about that. What I want to do is Blue Chew.
Ugh.
Blue Chew.
Ugh. Sad stuff. Sad stuff from Paxton, you know? It's really a shame what he's become. You know what I mean?
Man, that's smart. Smart.
Somebody says he's smexy. He's smexy? A lot of crushes on David Paxton. A lot of crushes. The mods are telling me that there's one more guest. Because somebody who is this? Oh, because we mentioned Grimes' boyfriend. Who is really? Okay, so this is kind of weird. We got Grimes on the line. Grimes, are you there?
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, okay. Grimes, how are you? What's going on? Thanks for joining the show.
Yeah, whatever. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I would say I'm a fan, but I'm not.
Okay, that's a little mean, Grimes.
Well, I'm a mean kind of girl. So, what up, dude? What up?
Yeah. How are you? What's going on with you?
I've just been like with my baby and all that crap. Taking care of my baby.
Yeah, taking care of your baby?
Yeah, like I didn't know having a baby is like, ooh, it's not as fun as it should be.
It's a lot of work having a baby.
Yeah, I kind of like the beginning part where it's like, ooh, I'm a baby, but now it's like, I don't know, kind of annoying.
You've taken on sort of a TikTok attitude.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, great. So what's going on, Grimes? How you been? I mean, well, thanks for joining the show. I want to say first of all.
There we go. A little bit of hosting. You're kind of picking it up a little bit. Be a real host for once in your life.
Yeah. Have you been working on any music or anything? Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, totally working on music. I got a new song. I actually wanted to do like a Kanye West style listening party to my new album, the new Grimes album, right here, right now in your stream.
Oh my God! Wow, guys, I mean, get excited. The new Grimes, this is not anywhere.
No, this is not anywhere else. I wanted to drop it right here.
Oh, awesome. Wow. Holy moly. Holy moly, Grimes. Yeah, so hit us with this new music. Let's hear it.
Okay, here we go. Ready? A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. Cybertruck, it's a Cybertruck. Let's get in our Cybertruck. Don't forget to pre-order your Cybertruck, 'cause you don't want to be left out. You gotta get that truck. Everybody get a Cybertruck.
Oh my God. Stop the music. Grimes, come on.
What?
That's sounded literally just like an ad for your boyfriend's, what is he, your boyfriend or your husband?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, it sounded like just an ad for his crap that he sells.
I don't know. No, it's not. I'm an artist. You probably don't get it. That's probably what's going on here is you don't get it.
Yeah, I probably don't get it.
I don't know. You want to hear another song from my album?
Okay, as long as it's not just an ad for this crap. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Ready? A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Yeah. SpaceX, Model X. Yeah, I go on. Yeah. Blah.
Okay, this doesn't sound like you even wrote anything.
Here we go. Ready? SpaceX, Model X. PayPal is how I place my bets.
What? Stop the music. Stop it. No. Stop the snare. Stop it. Stop that. Grimes, what was that?
That's my second song.
Okay. What were the lyrics?
SpaceX, Model X. PayPal is where I place my bets.
PayPal is where you place your bets? What does that even mean?
It's like, I don't know, it's just a good service. PayPal. It's good.
Okay. And the other two things are what? Those are...
Yeah, those are cars. Those are really good cars.
Oh my God. Can we... Guys... Yeah, permaban. Mods, again, permaban. There's two people who are not allowed on this show anymore. Grimes and Slavoj Zizek. It's like... I mean, we're trying to do a good show. We're trying to do a meaningful show. We had Lasagna Tube talking about like unions and stuff. And then she just comes on here and I don't know what she's doing. An ad for Cybertruck. By the way, I want to thank Sophia Ramos. Oh, wait, we got to back up a little bit. Squid for Hire, thank you for making it rain as usual. Jane, The Last Huzzah, has LP in it from Run the Jewels. The Last Huzzah. Okay, we'll look into that later. The Last Huzzah. I'm assuming that's like, you're talking about the Kanye album? That would kind of be cool LP was on the Kanye album, but I'd be shocked. Thank you, Shenanigans. Also, Sophia Ramos, David Pack's son. Are they still Are they still calling that store Pack Son? David Pack's son. He wears like a shirt with like 80s brands on it. You know, he wears a shirt with like what do they sell at Pack Son? Like the Adidas logo or some crap. You true, too true. You chew, blue chew. Thank you, Shenanigans. Holy moly, guys. Did you make the Tim Pool clip a drop? I've been meaning to the where he goes, live in the woods. Live in the woods. Let's just see if we could do an impression. Live in the woods. You live in the woods. That is truly the mind of a child who tells people instead of doing the French Revolution, go live in the I mean, I picture Tim Pool like in his spare time, he draws pictures of like army men, like those like little kid army men in like a plane, you know, and it's like fighting like Godzilla or whatever. Like that's what I'm thinking, and that's what makes me love him. You know what I mean? Okay, let's take some rapid fire calls. Vadim, I chopped you because we had we had a topical thing.
No. Hey, it's funny because there was someone in the chat that I was talking to, and literally when you brought me in, this guy goes, "Hey, Vadim, before RM brings you in, I just want to tell you," and then I'm
Who
here.
was it? What's his name? What's his name?
I do not know. I do not know, but maybe he'll still be there when
Rue.
When
let's see. Wait, Rue, were you? Well, actually, there's a better way to do this. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's do some Discord magic. Guys, hold on. Who was talking to Vadim before he got? What were you gonna say to Vadim?
I respect his content and love it.
Oh God, Vadim, did you hear that?
Thank you so much. I appreciate the good vibes.
All right, there's a lot of smoke blowing. lot of smoke blowing a lot of smoke on each other there, and I like to see it.
Yeah.
But Vadim, sorry I chopped you. I wanted to do.
No, it's all good. I'm a little disappointed. To tell you the
Here
truth,
we go.
My real gripe with being on the show today, if I have to be 100% honest, is I thought I was promised Ben Shapiro. Where is Mr. Ben Shapiro?
He was on. You might have to listen back. He was in the first hour of the show. But I don't know if you heard this. I mean, he's a pretty big guest, I would say. But
yeah, that's a big get.
That's a big get. I mean, of all the people we could have, I think he's probably one of the most kind of, asked for guests. But I don't know if you heard, I had Jeff Bezos on.
Oh my goodness, you're getting like the big guy, like that is he went to space.
He went to space. I mean, it's when I saw him up in space, I don't know how you felt about it, but I teared up and I was like, this is a great step. I actually said in my head the one small step for man speech, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
It's pretty touching.
I was so proud. I cried almost as hard as I did when Richard Branson got up there.
Yes. Yes.
And I mean, just isn't it so inspiring that these billionaires are like getting billions in subsidies, even though that they're obscenely wealthy and could easily be spending their own money on this shit and taking like luxury trips to space. It's really while the world burns, it's just that you know, it just says like there has to be a God. There has to be a God. If the world is that amazing, God must exist. But I want to say real quickly,
yes, please.
I guess I'll just I'll say exactly what I need to. Because I never know if you're gonna like just flush me all of a sudden.
It's constant anxiety.
Hey man, it's cool. I understand.
Toilet.
But you need to get in touch with me because I can't, like, I'm sorry to your audience for being all mysterious, but there is a guest that I can it's not Jeff Bezos level, but it's a pretty cool guest that I might be able to kind of facilitate if you are up for it. So get in touch with me and we'll talk about that. I can't talk about it on air.
Okay.
So
I love it.
It's a little weird to say on air, but it needed to be said.
Vadim, I love you, and I love your content that you're doing, and I'm just glad to have met you. And
likewise,
thank you. Keep coming back. Keep coming back.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to be dropping a pretty epic Tim Pool video, my part 2. So keep your eyes peeled for that, folks.
You're gonna take a dip. You're gonna take a little dip in the pool.
Yeah, I'm dropping bombs. I literally have footage that he never that people who have worked with him that he probably doesn't want the world to see. I literally have footage that has never been published, and for a good reason. That makes him look, horrible, which he does a good job of doing on his own, all by himself. But this is going to be very embarrassing for him. So,
Vadim, everybody, stay tuned and pay attention. Hope you're subscribed to Vadim's channel because it sounds like you're going to drop some serious stuff here. So I'll be looking forward to it too. Vadim, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, love all you guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Another good guy. He's Is Vadim a competitor? Yeah. I mean, look, when he comes on here, I'm nice to him, but secretly in my mind, I'm like, I'll crush you. We're competitors. That's what I think in my mind. That I got to crush him because we're competitors. Rapid fire time. Chainville, are you there?
Yes. Hi, Mr. RM.
Whoa! Listen to that voice.
Hey, Chippy said I have the handsomest voice in the muscular class.
You got the handsomest voice this side of the Mississippi.
Which side?
Both, actually. Which,
no.
Yeah, it kind of makes the whole thing pointless to even mention the Mississippi, but both sides.
Wow. We have to find a new river, I guess.
Yeah, what's going on with this?
There's so many.
Do you have anything you want to ask Jeff Bezos?
Oh, no.
What's up, dude? Fire away. Anything you want to ask, go ahead.
Oh, no, Jeff. Don't. I don't want this.
What, dude, I'm here. I mean, whatever.
He doesn't want to talk to you, dude. Just take a hint.
Fine, dude. I don't want to talk to him.
Maybe just ask him one question so he'll just...
Now I want to talk to him.
Fine. Whatever, dude. Fine.
Man, I could tell his feelings are hurt. He was like...
Jeez.
He was actually doing that old-timey thing where like, like a cartoon character kicks dirt on the ground. He actually did that.
He was doing that?
Made me sad.
That's so wow.
Sorry about that, Chainville.
No, it's okay. Yeah. God, if I had one question to ask Jeffrey Brazitos,
Brazzers. You don't have to ask him. You don't have. Look,
okay,
you say whatever you want. You're here. You say whatever you want. It's your big day.
I wanted to thank you. I wanted to say I was on your first live show back months ago.
Oh my God.
Ago. Yeah.
And how was it?
It was a good time.
Thank you.
So I wanted to come back because I haven't seen another one since.
No. You bastard, you.
I watched the videos. That counts.
Okay, that does count. Thank you. All right. So you don't get too much. You get a pass. Okay.
Is Jeff gone?
Jeff, are you there? Oh, he wandered away. He wandered off.
Thank God, Jesus.
He wandered off. I think he left.
Wow.
I think actually he seems so hurt. I think he just walked back into that spaceship.
That's a cop right back for another 11 minutes in space.
I think
really changes perspective.
It was kind of under his voice, but he said something. It's kind of sounded like if Chainville is gonna treat me like this, maybe I'll just stay in space. Jeez.
He's like, yeah, I'm definitely not a divorced guy. I am still married.
He's got that divorced guy, renting out a stadium to finish his album in energy. You know what I mean?
It's the divorced guy wearing a cowboy hat. Has he ever worn a cowboy hat before? Is that just a space thing?
He is a real. I was not expecting the odd mix, because I don't know if you're like me, but I never like had any desire to like listen to an interview with him or something. But when I heard him and saw him with that cowboy hat, I'm like, this is just such an odd mashup, mix 'em up of a person here.
It's he's got that divorced dad drip. He's trying to find other divorced honeys.
I think he's on that divorced dad drip right there.
It has to be.
That's what it is. I think you're right.
Just no other reason.
Well, Chainville, is there anything else you
Okay.
want to fire away before I give you the flush?
Oh geez, yeah, you can flush me away.
Chainville, come back soon. More than once every 2
Okay.
months, please. More than
Okay,
More
all
than
right,
once.
all right. Relax.
More than once a quarter, please.
Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck, I have to do my taxes sometime.
I love you,
Okay.
Chainville. Talk to
I love
you
you.
soon. Bye bye. Really good guy. Javino or Javino?
Mr. Brown, yes,
Javino, are you there?
I'm here.
Hold on.
Hi, Avino. How are you?
Grimes is here too.
Oh, hey Grimes. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
She walked away. Anyway, Javino, what's up? What's going on?
Well, I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie,
Oh, God.
because they say never meet your heroes.
Oh, God.
And it's like, I've been nothing short of a super fan
Wow.
ever since the Slavoj Zizek Fortnite streamer video came out.
Oh, my God. That's old
And-
school.
In Hong Kong 97.
Yes, yes. I think that's still up there. My Hong Kong 97. Actually, I've been doing this I just started doing these like book review videos, and I think I'm going to review some of Kowloon Kurosawa's cuz he does like a zine that he puts out.
Oh yeah.
It's in Japanese, so it's very hard to read, but he is a really fascinating guy, the guy who made that Hong Kong 97 game.
Yeah.
So I want to, if anybody hasn't, I think that video's still up. You can go watch it. But he's a fascinating guy. I wish they would publish that thing in English. It's very weird. It's like you never hear about the sort of like underbelly of Japan, and he really lays into it,
Yeah, that actually kind of relates to what got me on the topic that I was going to bring up tonight, and that is this book that I started reading today called Wilmington's Lie.
Ooh, what is it?
It is about the city of Wilmington, North Carolina, and it's like on the coast. And in 1898, it was the most diverse, or one of the most diverse cities in the country. They had black police officers, black judges. The coroner was black. Like, this was unheard of at the time. And well, white people didn't like that.
Oh.
And there was literally like full on, like the town was just invaded by whites from various parts of the country and the state. And yeah, it's like a thing that no one really knows about, but was one of the craziest, most tragic events of like the late 1800s.
Oh God, let's see. Wilmington looks like Terry Gross. Terry Gross did a interview with the author. How far are you into this book?
I just started. I'm not that far at all.
I want to check this out, actually.
Yeah, it's got like the Pulitzer Prize for 2021 already. Yeah, so
When did this switch happen? General nonfiction from the guy who wrote it is a Pulitzer Prize winner. Is this like sort of a Nixon land kind of thing, where it's like behind the scenes of like the political crap going on that caused this, or is it more of like a cultural thing?
So what it does is from what I understand, it explains the events that led up to this event, and then it also describes how that event was a catalyst for redlining, civil rights abuses, and just the general buildup of racial tensions that we've had ever, since the country was founded, really, but how it really accelerated after that, time period, and the rise of the KKK and all kinds of stuff in the Reconstruction area.
That's the story of kind of, at least as I understand it, as a common dimwit, you know, is that really there was that kind of New Deal coalition thing where people were kind of like, you know, they were kind of a little bit more on the same page on like the economic front, but then the civil rights backlash just threw all that right into the toilet.
100%, yeah, because a lot of people were realizing that the skin color didn't matter so much as class lines, and
Yes,
when
there you go.
the rich whites saw that there was some kind of camaraderie there, they couldn't, you know, deal with that and had
Right.
to manufacture some division. And it's just, yeah, so now you have white people voting against their own interests as poor people. And because I'm from Florida myself, and I was the president of one of the chapters of the ACLU down there.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of like had firsthand experience into like people's access to legal resources and other types of things. And it's fascinating. Like when I say fascinating, I mean like just bewildering how bad the system really is to people. And it's kind of like it punishes you for not already having access to certain resources. Like I'll give you,
oh my
I'll give
gosh.
you like an exact, like a real example. I was my day job was working in the judicial unit of child support enforcement. And so, and that's also what got me into working for the ACLU. But it was
Wait, hold on. So child support enforcement is basically like people who can't afford to pay child support probably, and what you have to roll up on them, got to go knock on their door?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much like that. Like for example, you have someone, we'll call them the non-custodial parent. They're ordered to pay X amount of dollars every month, and then let's say for whatever reason they can't make that entire amount, or they miss a payment. They get an order against them. And so like I would submit the motion right to the court, and it's kind of like an automated system almost, but like you know, people have to do it. And this is what's so weird about it. If they miss a payment or whatever, the first thing they go after, now this is Florida, I don't know if you know if this happens in other states, but they go after the driver's license, and they'll suspend the non-custodial parent's driver's license.
Oh my God! Wow.
So you have someone.
It's like just make everything harder.
Yeah.
In a way that it makes it even harder for them to pay this crap. So now they can't drive that. How does is there any like explanation for this?
I never got one.
There can't be.
I never got one. It never made any sense. Because the person can't then use a vehicle to go to a job to then catch back up on their child support payments. So they get more and more judgments against them. Then they start garnishing their wages, and then eventually they're put into prison. And then they're still accruing a balance on top of that. So it's a nightmare. And so and I didn't work there very long. It was not a good environment, and
I'm gonna say that does not sound like the funnest job in the world. Jeez.
It was totally not.
Jeez,
So
are you still? Where are you now? Are you still in Florida?
No, I'm not. No longer. I escaped. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Will you? And you're still? You're not working for the ACLU anymore?
I'm not. No, I was the president down there for one of the chapters, and after my tenure, I didn't like run again, or whatever you want to call it. I didn't get elected again. I didn't. It was a volunteer thing, you know.
I was gonna say I talked about like, it was in some video I made about that Lex Fridman guy, and like if anybody's like, you know, because a lot of this stuff is like. There's a lot of sort of like unconscious bias and a lot of this stuff to some of these ideas, you know. But there was one thing, because he was talking about merit, like meritocracy and stuff, and I was kind of like, what do I really think about meritocracy? And I kind of was just like reading a lot of stuff, you know. And I found this book called The Merit Trap that kind of like made it really clear to me. It's by this, I think he's a Yale law professor or something. And basically the premise is like meritocracy is a total myth, because like if you're born to wealthy parents, then they're going to pour so much resources into you. And especially like I did a review of a book about the Bushes, and they poured so much. I mean, they covered up every problem. They pulled every string for George W. Bush. That's like an extreme example of this.
Yeah.
but there cannot be this kind of meritocracy. And there are these people who don't have this like cushion of somebody who can bail them out of problems and make problems go away, or if there's, who can even just loan you some money or whatever. They're just basically being punished for the random dice roll of their birth. That's what I always think of when you talk about this stuff, is like,
yeah,
you're being punished for something completely random.
Absolutely, you're being 100% correct, and I can't tell you how many people we would, we maintained a PO box, and we maintained a voicemail, box, but like the ACLU, we weren't there for criminal defense. I mean, we were there if your civil liberties were violated. That's the whole point of the organization. But we would still try to help as much as we can, give advice and stuff like that. But it was heartbreaking to get, letters from people in jail or prison that, you hear their stories, and it was, they were never educated on not talking to the police. They don't have access to effective counsel, and nothing, I'm not saying that public defenders are not good, but usually by the time they get to that point, they've already kind of screwed themselves with like talking to the police and themselves.
What you were talking about with like taking away the driving privilege, the driving rights, taking away the driver's license is such a good example, because it's like somebody in that situation is like already struggling. Now you're going to make things infinitely harder. What a dumb, just really brainless approach to just society in general. Like, these are the people who need the help, they didn't get lucky. They're not George W. Bush. They didn't get lucky. They're not Trump. They're not whoever,
Yeah.
They're not Matt Gaetz and all this crap. I can only think of Republicans. Of course, there are a bunch of Democrats like this. But like, and instead of like having a better life, like for that everybody can kind of, that everybody can have a better life. It's just sort of like, no, if you didn't get lucky, we're going to crush you as much as we can. Like, it's absurd.
Yeah. Really bizarre. It's a punitive system that has no interest in any type of, rehabilitation or ethical awareness of
it doesn't,
society.
It has no, it really is. If we wanted to be really like materialist about it or whatever, it does really seem like a class hierarchy maintaining itself, right? Like, it's like, let's keep people down as much as we can, and because that's really the only explanation I could come up with for doing things like what you're describing, which is like across the criminal justice system and all this crap. But Havino, will you come back? Because it sounds like you're involved in some interesting stuff. If you could keep us updated, that'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Be glad to come back.
Love you, Havino. Talk to you later.
Thanks for having me on. Have a good night.
Good guy doing good things. Good guy doing good crap. But anyway, guys.
Before we go.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Grime. How did you get in? Can we ban her? There we go.
Still here.
Oh my God.
I just want to do one more song before I go.
Oh God, what is it?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. SpaceX, get in that space, that's what we do. SpaceX, put more money into SpaceX.
Banner. Get that music, banner. There we go.
Put subsidies into space.
No, get her out of here. Grimes, no one wants that. Jeez. Well, guys, I really appreciate everybody listening to this beautiful program. And I need to get some background music. Can we get a quick vote on that? Should I have background music?
Man, that's smart. Man, that's smart. Man, that's smart.
Well, anyway, before I go, guys, I just wanted to let you know that...
Man, that's smart.
Man, that's smart. And I will talk to you guys later because we have now reached the end of the program. And I will talk to... Oh, I forgot to talk about the stupid James Franco show from 7 years ago. Forgot to talk about 11/22/63, but we will talk about that next time. Goodbye, everybody. Love you.